Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Cherika Brown, of course. We're on another episode of Cherika Be Talking, cause I be talking. And on today's episode, we're just gonna speak on consistency. Consistency is something that we all need in our life. We have to show up for ourselves every single day, no matter what, no matter how we're feeling, no matter what we're going through, no matter what's happening around us. We have to show up for ourselves. And I remind myself of this, and I also teach this to my clients just because you never know what result you will get just by simply showing up. It's sometimes the hardest thing to do because it's mostly a mental battle, but when you actually get going and get moving, you would feel so much better about yourself than doing absolutely nothing. A lot of times doing nothing results in us feeling shameful, feeling worthless, feeling just, not productive, and it ultimately sets us back when we aren't just being consistent in our lives, whatever that is. So I challenge everybody who's looking at my videos to find one thing this upcoming week to just be consistent about, whether that's working out, learning a new language, focusing on content, showing up to work on time, going to bed on time, reading your Bible daily. These are just some things that you can choose in your life, and you always want to start small and then build yourself up so that you would notice that you're being consistent with multiple things throughout your day. For example, me personally, I know that with my consistency, no matter what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to go to the gym every single day, Sunday through Saturday, every day of the week, 7 days a week. I'm going to read my word of the day, my daily bread every single morning. I'm going to pray at morning. I'm going to pray in the midday. I'm going to pray at night before I go to bed, no matter what. Every single day, I have a Duolingo streak going. I'm going to do my Duolingo streak, meaning that I'm going to get on my app and I'm going to learn Spanish for sure, and or sometimes when I'm feeling like it, up to it, I'm learning French as well. So just choose things that you want to be consistent with in your life, and when you are consistent, you're going to see different results. They say insanity is doing the same thing but expecting new results. So it's time to show up for ourselves more. And they tell us that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, which is absolutely true. When it comes to anything in life, it's better to do something than to do nothing. I'm pro going to bed and resting, and not getting too caught up in the society telling us to constantly be on the go, because a lot of people are doing a whole lot of nothing. So of course, if you're not doing something productive, I don't encourage you to try to be consistent with it. But whatever you have, your personal goals you set, and that can sometimes even be investing in yourself, being consistent with investing in yourself. It'll be much more easier for me to be like, instead of paying for my trainer and paying for a gym membership, I will just decide that I'm going to be consistent and go to the gym, every single day by myself, Monday through Wednesday. However, on certain days, mentally, after work and after talking to other people and just going about my day, I honestly don't feel like going to the gym. So I'm not at a place where I feel consistent enough to just go in the gym by myself and do all of the work that my trainer will make me do before I'm able to leave. So it's best for me to pay extra money for someone, for my discipline purposes, to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, and someone else thinking of the workouts for me, doing most of the job. The only thing I have to do is show up and move my body. I don't want to have to think of workouts, have to write out a plan, a circuit, and have to decide what time of day is best, or if I'm going to take a nap for an hour and go. I have a set time that I'm going every day, and I have a person that's doing majority of the work for me, and I'm just showing up and doing whatever my trainer tells me to do. So a lot of people try and take cheap routes out of life where you don't want to really invest in yourself. And sometimes consistency can look like investing in yourself in order to see a return. So I think that's just a cultural thing too, where a lot of people don't believe in, even the coaching or taking advice from people. It's hard for you to do that because you feel like, oh, they just doing this, they just doing that. Well, if it was that easy, everybody in life will be successful or will have a higher quote unquote success rate, even though success can vary depending on person to person. We would see just more people thriving in life, I would say. And because people think and they underestimate the power of consistency, investing in yourself, and just showing up every single day or most days, people don't get far in life. So this week, y'all, the word for the rest of this month actually is going to be consistency. So it sounds so simple, yet it can be a challenge. And like I said, one little thing happens in life and you're just thrown off of your consistency journey. So let's be consistent. Let's show up for ourselves. And about this time next year, I think we'll see some results. But you won't know if you don't start. Like they also say, you don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. So let's get started and let's show ourselves some consistencies and let's get some things done. But y'all know I'll be back because I'll be talking. Peace.